There are conflicting views this evening about the suspension of 5 St. Catherine High students for a video being circulated on social media. The students took part in a video challenge now being done on the internet in which people describe what they would do for sex. The school maintains the video brought the institution into disrepute, but did administrators go overboard? TVJ's Anthony Lugg explores the sides of the issue.
We can't show their faces because they're minors or share much of what they said because some of the words they're using are not fit for broadcast. But essentially, the members of this group of 10 St. Catherine High students are each in turn describing what they would do to get access to the male and female genitals.
I'm a prince fan for the hey. Me was gonna die for the hey. Me will climb my money for the hey. Me jump a fence for the hey. Me will check my knee for hey. But me now put me.
The children are on the St. Catherine High School compound and dressed in uniform, participating in what's called the For the D and For the P challenge, a social media challenge in which even celebrities are partaking. But St. Catherine High maintains that this is not behavior befitting children, and certainly not on a school compound. Officials told the Gleaner newspaper that the video has brought the school into disrepute, which is why the students were suspended for a week. But human rights advocate Glenroy Murray believes the suspension was too much.
I think it's very problematic that our students suffer by missing 5 days of schooling and teaching and instruction because schools feel embarrassed and alumni feel embarrassed about what students do. I think our motivation in society should not be to preserve the reputation of institutions, but rather should be about ensuring that our students get the proper instruction and training that they require. And so the fact that we will dole out all sorts of drastic measures in the name of school name has always concerned me.
So did the school overreact? Linton Ware heads the Association of Principals and Vice Principals.
We want all of our young people to be in school. We want for them to be there for the 190 days. We want for them to be active participants of the teaching and learning process. We want all our young people to do well. That is why, as leaders of our institution, we have put framework in place as it relates to rules and regulation with the expectation that our students are going to follow.
He maintains that while measures will have to be put in place to educate students about the use of social media, rules should be obeyed.
One other thing that we need to understand here is that the posting of information, it will affect our children. Might not affect them now. They're not going to be children all their lives. They're going to grow up into becoming adults later on. And we want for them to be successful young people. Our responsibility as educators, our responsibilities as parents and individuals of the communities is that we will all have to join hands together in saving the nation's children.
But Murray says this is pure hypocrisy.
I think that as a society, we are very much overly sexualized. Our music, our culture, there's a lot of sex in it, and so I don't know why we're flabbergasted when our young people talk about sex. It's almost natural. They talk about sex privately. I think the issue is not that young people are talking about sex, but rather that they are doing so in a medium that could adversely affect them. And I think that's the takeaway, and that should be the focus. How do we help our students learn how to manage social media?
The use of social media by children is also an issue for the Ministry of Education. Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.